you go a week without having any of that? You know, so it's in the back. So it's in the back. No, hey, don't do it, okay? Oh, my life is a project. This, yes. Don't forget to subscribe and to make sure that you put your post notification bells on. Chewing my words, I am stuttering. I have no, I can't speak. Guys. Anyways, as you guys can tell, today's title is basically ways to prioritize your self-care beyond skin. I know, yes, skin is definitely a part of taking care of yourself or self-care, but I just feel like we also need to talk about other ways on how to take care of yourself, because I just feel like it's just so in our faces on how skin is the most important form of self-care, and I don't really want to gravitate towards that today. I want us to focus more on other ways to take care of yourself and enjoy your self-care. I really feel like we need to get into that a little bit more. I don't really see so much of that in my For You page or my YouTube feed when I'm watching videos. Yes, I've seen a few here and there, but then everything that has to do with skin, as much as I love it, but at the same time, other aspects of ourselves as individuals are just as important and should be included in self-care. Different people, different strokes. Things that I have to say today might not be the best way for them. Nobody can ever say that they wouldn't learn a thing or two from the things that I have to say today. Let's get into the stuff that I have written down here for you guys. Mindfulness and meditation. This is the one way that you can take care of yourself in here before you get to skin, before you get to other people. Taking care of your mental. I feel like it's very important to understand how much of an impact the way that you speak to yourself has, the way that you handle your emotions. Going through something, go through the emotion, let that emotion sit if it wants to sit, deal with it, feel it, and then let it go. I am an honest, strong believer in processing your emotions, and I feel like I've also been guilty of internalizing and just, letting things slide and not realizing that it was causing so much of harm to me as well. There's so many other scenarios that I could paint for you guys, but I think I've mentioned one of these things in my previous videos, how internalizing led to resentment, and obviously resentment can turn into anger and so forth. Being mindful of not just other people, but mindful of yourself, for yourself, and meditating and taking time off to literally get in your head and try to be calm and quiet your mind up here. This is at the top of my list, because without that, like, nobody has your back the way that you would have your own back, literally. So I think this is one of the best ways to have your back in terms of self-care. So whatever works for you, find that, realize that, and stick to it. Try to also understand and learn yourself as a person. Healthy eating, I feel like that is just common sense at this point. Take away Mr. D, Uber Eats. It's so easy, guys. It's so easy. Find a balance, and obviously the healthy foods should be the ones that are a lot heavier on the diet. So that's what I think. It also goes an extra mile for us too, with our ecosystem down there. You are what you eat. Water, fruits, veggies, you need to have that in your diet, whether you like it or you don't. I'm sorry, but I don't understand people who do not like or eat fruits or vegetables. How do you go a month without having any of that? How do you go a week without having any of that? I just feel like at this point it's absurd. It's all the information that we have, all the things that have been put to our attention that we've been made aware of, the do's and the don'ts, and you still don't want to eat. Come on. So it's in the back. You need to have a talk with yourself and understand that, okay, cool. In life, sometimes you need to do things that you don't like to do, like eating your veggies and your fruits. It affects the way your pee smells. Vegetables, fruit, and water. It affects the way that your pee smells. Your body odor. When you sweat, how strong, how foul is the scent of your sweat? You know, it contributes to those little things. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, guys. And the sooner you start, the better. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, guys. On top of your skincare routines, on this and that, also focus on the inside. Focus on the inside as well. If you need to take vitamins or supplements to help you get better or, you know, stir in the right direction, cool, do that. Make or break. You are going to find a way to make it possible. I forgot what they call this. ISIS. Something. But you know how when you have a meal, especially if it's something that's greasy and yummy and, you know, straight after, you just want to go to bed or you just fall asleep. There's a word for that. I forgot what it's called. I'm going to look for it. But you know how that happens. Yeah, fine. That happens a lot. Next thing you know, you find yourself, you know, going through that over and over and over. The less productive you become, the less things you end up doing. Trust me, a healthy diet. I'm talking too much on this point. On to the next one. Physical activity. This is interlinked with what I was just saying just now about healthy diets. Physical activity is also just as important. You all know the benefits. It keeps you in shape. Something about going to the gym, guys, or not necessarily the gym itself. Something about exercising and being active. There's something happens to your mind. It's like a stress reliever. It's like, I don't know the correct terms or the fancy terms. It definitely does play a huge role in your mental. It does play a huge role as well in taking care of yourself as a person and just your well-being, your inner well-being overall. Sleep hygiene. I told you, I'm quite cool, Madam Flange. Oh man. You know how when we're 8 years old or 6 years old, 10 years, maybe even 13 and 15, our parents still have to tell us, go to bed. When you're a kid, you don't realize the importance of that. It is so important to have a proper sleeping pattern, proper sleeping hygiene. And I, for one, have suffered from insomnia so many years. And that has definitely played a negative role in my life because obviously the next day I'm exhausted. I don't want to do anything. And I wake up and I drink coffee. Obviously that gives me that adrenaline rush, sugar rush, and I have a bit more of energy and I'm productive. You know, I'm able to like get up and do this or go where, you know? It's like I was crashing because I was not getting enough of sleep. So it's like my mind was not working 100%. It was not functioning to its best ability. I don't know how to explain it, but that's exactly how it happened. You don't want that because you'll find yourself crashing at the wrong moment with the wrong people if you don't prioritize your sleep. It affects how your brain functions if your brain is functioning at 100%. And yo guys, there's so much I can say about this. Not healthy. I've done it. Do not do it. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. On top of that, it also messes with your skin, the aging process. You don't want that. We all know about Sleeping Beauty. Get yourself some sleep. Get all that beauty as much as you can. You know, prevent all of those wrinkles as early as you can. The earlier, the better. Everything, the earlier, the better, guys. Trust me. Okay, so cool. If you are a person who does not have many friends, if you struggle communicating how you feel with others, especially, journaling is the best form. This is my journal. I have this, make room in your life for the things that matter. That's what it says. And it's just a constant reminder to just, you know, I love my journal. It's so cute. It's so me, and it's nice and you know, sweet and short. I like it like that. Journal, let it out, get it out. Avoid resentment, avoid anger, avoid, you know, all those negative emotions. Yes, it's healthy to go through those emotions as well, just as much as it's good for us to go through the positive ones. I've been such an advocate for trying to let out your emotions. Feel, process, do what you need to do, let it out in whatever way, shape, or form. If your way of expressing yourself and letting go of certain emotions or certain thoughts is dancing or taking a walk, listening to music, or I don't know, whatever stress reliever that you might have, do that. Digital detox. I love this point so much. Have a little bit of mystery to you, okay? No, hey, don't do that. No, don't be easily accessible, even when it comes to real life. Free tip, even when it comes to real life, guys, you cannot be umuntu who's constantly everywhere. Ne? And obviously, I'm talking about I'm a sport. Nobody has to even question, is she? Oh, is it her? Yes, I don't think that's a good look on anyone. Different strokes for different folks, eh? Anyways, going back to digital detox, apart from being mysterious, social media has different vibes, different energies, different this, different that, opinions, comments, everything. Literally can change your entire perspective on who you are or how you should be, how you should act, who you should be friends with, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. So many things. And of course, yes, there are definitely so many positives to social media as well, or the digital platforms. So many benefits, very educational as well, especially TikTok. I feel like so many people can understand when I say TikTok has taught us so much, guys. I've learned so much from TikTok. Before TikTok existed, I learned so much from YouTube. So I understand. I know the benefits of having digital platforms, the good of it. But at times, especially if you are a person who's sensitive and you don't really have that much of a thick skin, it's definitely good for you to have a digital detox. Even if you do have thick skin, there's just so many things I can talk about. Oh my God. Try that, guys. Honestly, you're going to be so productive, focused, and just more in tune with who you are, your original thoughts, your original this and that. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like ziningi izinto, guys, esiyibona on social media and we make it our thing. We make it our thing when it's not. And I don't think that's healthy. And it's okay to be different. If kono is like, mina. And 1 million people could agree with that person. They liked her post or his post. It's okay. 1 million compared to the world's population, honestly speaking, you shouldn't be bothered. It's okay. Like, there's so many other people who might feel how you feel. It's okay. So I just feel like you're so much more in tune with yourself. Take time away from social media and stuff like that. And productivity levels as well. Finding yourself, being at peace with yourself, harmony, just connecting more with the things and the people who are around you, your surroundings, just simple things, even like actually being present when it comes to maybe family times, or being present at dinner, present in, so many little different ways and stuff like that. Because in these times, so many of us, myself included, I'm also guilty of this, guys, not as present. You don't always have to be like in everyone's face. You don't always have to have every single app or be on every app, you don't always have to do that. So yeah, declutter and organization, that's our number 7. For me personally, I love me a clean and tidy space. It may not even be the cleanest at times, but if a space is tidy and just organized, guys, I don't know how to explain this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, or that smaller percent of OCD in me. No, actually, let me not speak a disorder onto myself. I do not have OCD. I am just neat and tidy. Okay, that's what I prefer. That's what I prefer, guys. Honestly, I even saw a video on TikTok about a girl who was saying, this other girl, I forgot her handle, but she was saying, no, you're OCD, you're just clean and tidy, you're neat and tidy. And like, I was like, I should stop speaking an actual serious disorder onto myself, or when somebody says that or they claim that I do, I shouldn't allow that. Like, hold on. No. So yeah, I do not have also neat and tidy. Okay, 9, something times out of 10 because I do have lazy days. So yeah, you guys get what I'm saying though. I feel like I'm suffocating. I feel claustrophobic. I feel uncomfortable to my core if I'm just gonna sit in a mess. If it gets to a certain extent, I'm not trying to be a pick me. I'm not trying to sell myself, wifey material. No, I'm just being genuine. To a certain extent, I can handle it. But after a certain extent, I can't sit in that mess. I really can't. And I just feel like I'm so grateful to have that trait to me, because it helps me be on track with you, just, organizing and decluttering and cleaning. I'm so grateful, shame. But we're different. Some people might not feel the same, but I know it does work wonders. And you know how sometimes when you're stressed, you're thinking about certain things, or you're going through certain things, everything else in your life might be a mess, but cleaning, organizing your space, your bedroom, your kitchen, your cupboards, your closet, anything that is yours and around you and whatnot, the moment you clean that, it's almost as if everything is a mess, but this is the only thing that you have control of, and you can actually clean it and have it organized and just less messier and much more tidier. So I think for one, it does help. It really does help. So if you're also going through something or a tough time, you can try that method. Like, pick up a broom, pick up a mop, domestos, jig, you guys know the vibe. Anyways, decluttering and organizing your space helps in so many ways. I, for one, feel like once I declutter and organize my space and clean it and it's nice and tidy, all of those things, I, for one, feel like, okay, now I feel good. I feel clean. I feel like I have a sense of direction. Now I feel good. Once I feel good, now I'm gonna do good. And once I do good, I'm productive, right? Take what resonates, guys. Take what resonates and find a way to make it balanced. Setting goals and your intentions, guys. I love this point. I love this point. This point that I made about mindfulness and meditation connects with this last point about setting your goals and having intention. Once you get the chance to meditate and be mindful, have a moment with yourself, be with yourself. In those times, you can figure out what you want to do, what your passion is. This is where now, before you take action, plan your goals, how you're gonna go about it. You have your SMART goals, you have PESTOL, you have this and that. And now you're planning, how are you gonna achieve this? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. It just gives you a sense of direction. You have complete direction, in fact. I learned this so late. And I don't just mean make a mental plan, I mean draft. I mean write that down. I mean have it in your face constantly. You know how certain people have mood boards, but then you need an actual plan. Have it in your face, in your calendar. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have one right behind me. So yeah, have a physical one and a digital one. Obviously, it must be one, something that is interlinked, something that is exactly the same, or whatever the case is. I am realizing, Uguti, my life is a project. Think of your life as a project. You have a calendar, you have steps to follow, you have things to do. You have a goal. Your goal, subtasks. Your subtasks might also have subtasks that are linked. Small activities that all contribute to you achieving a certain goal. I'm even able to post these videos is because I have a plan. I'm on a plan. I'm standing on business. Injalo, you guys. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned. If you stuck all the way till the end and you watched and listened, you are a star. Like, you are literally a star. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. And that's it from me. If you haven't subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe. Okay, bye.